Here's the foundation for house number 2. Now, they do have some material shortages that they're dealing with. I mean, of course, right now, who isn't? Grayson County gearing up for its first Paralympic basketball season. This is one example of one of the detours that the businesses are taking. This is going into the Dollar General. If any of these drivers we spoke to today tell us these are some of the worst road conditions they've seen in their entire careers. A creek like this one's not exactly where you'd expect to catch a fugitive. I'm Brittany Dixon. Coming up, Choctaw County Sheriff Terry Park shares the story of this months-long chase. Gym built in the 80s, seeing the effects of its age. The hole in the floor, not the only one. And you can tell there are more coming. The ground a little soft over here. We don't have a ton of information just now. We are hearing reports that one car rolled over. So take a look at this. This water purifier back here just showed up at Clarita's volunteer fire department this morning. Every room is a camera that shows them what's going on outside the door. Voting by mail seemed like the simpler option this year, but where it goes once it's in the mailbox, we'll tell you how to track it coming up. They have their maps over here. They have some of their equipment lined up along the wall. Take some of these buildings and turn them into something a little bit nicer. There's still a few more months before all the walls will be up. Never know what you're gonna find. Eric Kraft and his service dog Shaw were 12 hours into their stay at the Days Inn in Sherman before they were asked to leave. A police report filed claims they weren't even doing anything wrong.
She did not care that he was a service animal. She wanted us out of her hotel.
In the call taken by Sherman dispatchers, the hotel clerk says Kraft was not causing any problems. The manager then says the problem with Kraft had nothing to do with his dog Shaw, which the clerk states was not true.
Even if ADA wasn't around, Texas law prohibits you from removing him because of a service animal. But he just kept saying, you know, hey, she wants y'all gone. What does she have to do to make y'all leave her hotel? Man, you know what? Like, I don't need this.
So he and Shaw packed up their things and left, only for more guests to come in with more problems.
It was just terrible. It was just like a terrible place. I've never been to Texas in my life, but when I got here, this was the first hotel we found, and we gave it a try, and it's the worst hotel.
Wyndham Hotels telling us in a statement they're investigating with the hotel's owner and welcome service dogs. Texoma veterans unhappy with the decisions made by hotel staff.
To veterans and friends of veterans, families of veterans, and all dog lovers. That's wrong what they did, and they should have to pay for it.
Kraft tells us he does plan to file a lawsuit against the hotel for lack of education on the American Disabilities Act. In Sherman, Brittany Dixon, K10 News.
Sherman Police Department.
It's a tool giving first responders a new perspective.
And what it'll allow us to do is give officers on the ground a set of eyes in the air.
In December, J.J. McGrath and his wife Angela donated a thermal drone to the department.
He said, why don't we have this? Why doesn't the city have this? So that's when I got with police, I got with fire departments, like, hey, do you really need a drone? And we started working on a deal to donate a drone.
The gesture, because they understand its significance.
It's important to us that we're able to support our local law enforcement and firemen and EMS.
This isn't the first drone the department has had, but the difference between this one and the others is that this one has a thermal camera, giving them a lot more opportunities.
Drone with a regular camera, it's like looking with the naked eye. So, you know, if someone's camouflage, they're kind of obscured, it'd be much more difficult to see. With the thermal imager, like I said, it detects heat sources in contrast with the surrounding environments.
And Sherman's firefighters are eager to get their hands on it too.
We can use it for search and rescue if we lost victims out in a wooded area. The thermal is great. It'll pick up those heat signatures, and we can use it for that.
But this could do one thing to help save one life. I mean, it's well worth the expense. It doesn't matter.
In Sherman, Brittany Dixon, K10 News.
Hey, what'd you get? Pick him up.
Catfish!
You got catfish?
Yeah.
It's something they do as a family, and now something they're famous for. 3-year-old Brecken Bennett wakes up every morning and asks his mom if they're going fishing. It's something his dad, Brandon, has been teaching him since he could walk.
My brother-in-law caught one that weighed 11.5 pounds, a largemouth bass. We've caught several 8-9 pound largemouths out of here, but That was the biggest catfish we've caught out of here so far.
Brecken catching the nearly 15-pound fish all by himself. Brandon posted the video to TikTok and it went viral.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, Bubba. Easy, that's big. Last time we looked, it was like 2.4 million views. And it happened in like 3 days.
And Tuesday, Brecken showed me it wasn't a fluke.
Hold your pole up. Hold your pole up.
Reel?
Reel.
What do you got?
Fish. What kind of fish? Big one.
And he'll hold any size fish you catch. So, of course, he had to hold it, had to put it back in the water.
At 3 years old, Brecken holds his own against his sister.
I catch one.
Taking care of business all by himself. And he knows the key is patience. If he doesn't reel it in, he tries and tries again. In Caney, Brittany Dixon, K10 News.